Well, hey, welcome to another episode of Freedom on Fire. I'm your host, Robert Bob TV Brown. Robert Mueller's Trump grand jury isn't fair. Why? Because there aren't enough white men. That's what Fox News says. All right, a co-host of President Donald Trump's favorite news show, Fox and Friends, said Wednesday that Special Counsel Robert Mueller's grand jury for his Trump-Russia probe is unfair because an anonymous source from a report claims the panel have no white men. The grand jury is not even emblematic. The grand jury is not even emblematic of something that might be, perhaps demographically pursuing justice, co-host Brian Kilmeade said, referring to a comment from an undisclosed source of New York Post story published the day prior. According to that source, a witness who claimed to recently have testified before the 11 of 20 jurors are African American too wore peace t-shirts, reported the New York Post. The only white man in the room in which Mueller was not present apparently was prosecutors. The grand jury room looked like a Bernie Sanders rally, the source said. Maybe they found these jurors in central casting or a Black Lives Matter rally in Berkeley, California. Really? That room isn't a room where the President of the United States get a fair shake, the source said. Earlier in the segment, Kilmeade asked why Tony Podesta, the brother of Hillary Clinton's campaign chair John Podesta, wasn't a person of interest in the probe, even though he was connected to the Trump campaign. Don't you think that would get both sides on the same page to pursue it for the good of the country, Kilmeade said. Mueller paneled the grand jury in August, enabling him to require testimony from witnesses under oath and to subpoena documents. It meets Friday in Washington, D.C., where close to 48% of the residents are African American. Let me read this again. Mueller impaneled the grand jury in August, enabling him to require testimonies from witnesses under oath and to subpoena documents. It meets Friday in Washington, D.C., where close to 48% of the residents are African American, according to the latest census. Given those demographics, the panel reportedly being 55% African American is not unusual. The grand jury in October indicted former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort and his business partner Richard Gate on charges of money laundering and conspiracy and failing to register as a foreign agent. Both pleaded not guilty. Since Mueller began looking into possible collusion between Trump campaign and the Russians in 2016, the president was repeatedly denied involvement and called the effort a political witch hunt, which it is. This is a political witch hunt. Trump and Fox and Friends are considered very closely aligned. The Fox News Channel show has not been critical of Trump in a range of instances, including his refusal to single out white supremacy. All right, so the bottom line on this particular one is somebody's going to court and the grand jury look like a Bernie Sanders rally or Black Lives Matter. In other words, there's a lot of black people on this panel and I don't feel comfortable. No siree, buddy, I don't know. Well, we had to go through that during the 60s. Every time one of your cops killed our black people or hung them or fried them or tarred and feathered him or boiled them in hot water or skinned them alive and found them dead. After you did that, when it was time to go to court, most of the jury was all white, and they got off. Now the tables have turned. Now, honestly speaking, this is D.C. Come on now. It's Washington, D.C. Chocolate City, baby. What you expect? Majority of people going to be black. So stop crying like a little wimp. Go to court. Let these people make the decision for you. Stake your claim. Stake your case. I, for one, am a black man. Don't believe Russia was involved in Donald Trump winning the election. I believe Hillary Clinton sucked. She sucked. And that's the only reason why he won. Is because of her running for office. Had it been anybody else, she wouldn't have won a lick. So don't get alarmed. Okay? All right? Just keep showing that, if there's no evidence of collusion or whatever, that's fine. Now, this money laundering, not registering as an agent, doing some bad business deals, hey, take it. Hey, thank you for watching the webcast. By all means, make sure you like, subscribe, and share these videos. Go to YouTube right now and hit the notification button and hit the subscribe. And if you're interested in supporting the channel, by all means, there's a Patreon link. I will put a PayPal link, and the money toward that goes toward equipment, things like that. And last but not least, make sure you look at two sections down below. One is called Get to Know LS, the membership. The other one is Get to Know LS, the opportunity. What do you mean LS? LS is a program that called Legal Shield that I am an independent representative of. It has not, that company has nothing to do with my views. I fell in love with this program about a decade ago. I've been doing this for over a decade, offering the services to people to benefit and connecting people to the services, putting them in a position where equal justice under the law is not just on the Supreme Court building. It's actually becoming a reality in their lives by having this memberships. And this, with this organization, not only will you be able to know about your rights in a certain area, but you'll know about how to exert and execute your right with the power of attorney, top-rated attorney, backing you no matter where you go, without worrying about all this money coming out your pocket and things like that. So get to know LS, the member, financially. You can help contribute to this program by becoming a member. Some of the proceeds of being a member of LS goes toward Freedom on Fire and the Rob Report. I'm Robert Bob TV Brown. I thank you for being a huge support to what we do here. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.